What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Draw and Talk. And today we're actually going to be drawing and talking. And Nasser gives me a bunch of crap. If you guys know who Nasser is, he gives me a bunch of crap how I don't draw during the streams. So Justin and I are going to be drawing. We put the Hangouts link in the chat. So Allie, if you want to come in the Hangout and draw with us, feel free to come draw with us. I mean, as per usual, we put the Hangout link in, and boom, Britton's there in like 30 seconds. How he gets in here so fast, the world will never know.
I'm like, it's like an auction, dude. I just get in it.
Hey, I can hear, by the way, your echo. You're getting an echo, Britton.
Oh, really?
Oh wait, that's a lie. That's me.
Okay.
That's fake news. And then we got Mighty Geek Studios in the house. How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, man. You gonna be drawing with us?
Yeah, what are you guys drawing?
We're just drawing. Like, Justin, what are you drawing?
Well, I did that little Wendigo thing yesterday, so I wanted to draw another monster. So I created like the Rake. You ever heard of the Rake before? That old mythical monster.
Yeah.
But I tried to crossbreed that with a Wendigo, and I'm actually inking it right now.
And then let's see. I have Punisher sample pages right here that I'm going to be drawing.
That's pretty hot.
So yeah, we'll see how this goes. And then Nasser says, Tyler doesn't draw. Tyler suddenly draws 4 streams straight.
I think Tyler's trying to be like, see, I can draw.
It is true. I don't. The show is called Draw and Talk, and I very rarely draw on the stream.
My boy Tyler.
Yeah, now they're gonna rub your nose in it. That's the whole point. Don't you get that, man? That's the whole point.
Well, the reason why I don't draw typically streaming is because I draw in the mornings at like 4 or 5 a.m. No one's awake. Except maybe Justin.
Yeah, I am.
Depends.
Yeah, so I don't want to be like I don't want to be drawing in like no one's like draw in peace.
You're right. That's understandable. But But you gotta understand one thing though. They're gonna draw anyway. So
True. I enjoy drawing though when you get a little bit of a hangout, kind of like, I don't know, you kind of turn your brain off to the drawing and just go on autopilot.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what most do.
So Mighty Geek, I've actually never talked to you in person. I've only seen you in chat.
Well, so what you need to know? How much is it?
It's a breaking episode.
And will I go to jail for getting it for you?
So are you a comic book creator or just reader?
I'm a creator and reader.
That's awesome. So what's your comic? Or I guess what comic you working on?
Well, I'm working on one called The Journeyman.
Okay, that's awesome. How's that going?
So far, so good.
What's the story about?
Well, in this case, he's the 23rd Journeyman. This is a title passed down father to son, father to son.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool.
It's a comic that was handed down to you?
No. The character as a title is handed down to him.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was the comic. I was like, that sounds interesting.
Like a family, family heirloom. Like, all right, it's your turn to take on the character, son.
That would be fun to do. That would be fun to do.
Yeah, I think that's a cool idea.
That would be. To have someone just pass you down a comic idea just to keep going with it.
Justin, it's like that Bill Burr joke where it's like the helicopter.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Giving you the family business, son. Make us proud. Thanks, Dad. Woo. Wait, what's up? I told you, Brad's in the house. What's up, Brad?
What's up?
Not bad.
How you doing?
Why are you drawn in the dark?
What are you talking about?
It does
got my
look a
light
little
on.
dark where you are.
Oh well, the light in my room. Look at this. Hold on.
Hold on, one second. Let me go back to the screen.
Look at that. I got my pink light behind me.
What?
It's
Why
very
is that
bright
on?
in here.
It does look a little dark where you are. That's
Well, I'm trying to conserve electricity. I don't want like 3 lights. This light above here in my actual light, it's so dull. I hate it. It's so dull. I tried changing it, but the apartment complex put like a lock on it, so you can't change the light bulb without like asking like maintenance and paying them.
Okay. So why don't you get an overhead light?
Do you think this is right here?
I mean,
Go
you're
to
making all that
Target,
YouTube
I got a light
cash.
that's $5.
So
Wait, this.
I hear that.
Wait, I do have a lamp. My camera's on the lamp currently.
yeah.
I do have a lamp.
Still looks dark.
Why are you criticizing my lifestyle? I can see. Can
I'm
you?
not. I'm just asking. It looks like it really does look like you're drawn from the light of a computer, like
Yeah,
in your
It
room
looks
in
like
the
you're
dark.
working in the dark, man.
Oh no, guys, I'm up here. See, look, I can't.
I was a
show you
little
guys.
concerned for you,
It
man.
just
Like,
looks like you're working in the dark, man.
Yeah, I need to get 1,000 subs so I can start getting the freaking super chat so that people can finance my next
finance
lamp.
your life.
Yeah, finance my life.
So,
Let me know how that works out for you.
You can get monetized after 1,000, right?
You can monetize right. I could monetize right now.
Oh, okay.
You can monetize
Yeah.
at the beginning. That's
No, 1,000 lets you get super chats. Yeah.
only thing.
Yeah.
Only thing is you have to be consistent. That's about it.
Well, also like a big thing with it is that like so like, let's say I were to monetize now, which I can, is I'd make like you would make like sense.
Exactly.
You would make sense. And then you'd be like, okay, this person has like not a lot of subs. Why do I have to sit like for like a 40-second ads, nobody, and then they're only making ads, and then YouTube takes a part of it.
That's where your consistency has to come in. If you're not consistent with it, you're not going to get anything.
It's true.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Mighty Geek? How you doing?
I'm all right.
Cool.
Just a little cold outside.
You send me that link
Are you
earlier?
okay, Burton? It looks like you're snorting coke over there and getting high.
No, I'm
What's
fine.
up?
I'm fine.
Hey, man, don't do that.
Yeah,
They
dude.
get a full band for
There's a
that.
lot to live for.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. Just
You just waiting for me to pick on you too? Don't worry, it's coming.
Oh, everybody gets picked. So, that's not-
I picked on Britain last
Probably.
time.
the whole Brad here probably should be a Marvel or DC, but they're sleeping on him. But one day we'll find out that.
You said I should be at Marvel or something?
I don't think so.
Nah, dude.
That
If I was over
that
there, I'd
depends
be
on
a raging SJW. No, thank you. That'd be the
Well,
next Chuck.
Allie
Norris.
is like, I think
Let
she's
me go ahead
trying
and
to
keep
get
that politics, okay?
her to come on, and I'm just like, I don't want to feel like I'm forcing you to do anything.
Who?
Allie, Kauai.
Oh, she said her voice hurts.
Yeah, I'm just like, she's all like, oh, I'll try. I can only be there for like 10. I'm like,
Britain,
not have to
you
come
want to
on.
ask her out. You put your hand on her shoulder.
Oh my gosh.
Just
Say,
ask
hey, you
her
wanna
out,
go
man,
out?
and just get it over with.
It's easier
Just
to
ask
do
her
it
out
on a
and get it over
YouTube
with,
channel.
man.
Asked, are you shocked?
But yeah, Allie, if you do want to jump on, hit that link.
I'm just like,
Sorry,
Even
Allie.
if
Not trying to make it
he's not
awkward for
even
you.
taking
Just
it. So
Britain.
what are you gonna do?
I'll just do my thing, put my hand on her shoulder and just nonchalantly.
Oh my gosh.
See how that-
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I'm sure that's what Allie wants.
Oh jeez.
Sorry, Allie.
Want them to be nice.
Oh, jeez.
It's like this. Allie just wants him to show a little interest. Not much, just a little.
I'm waiting for that song from
Oh,
me. I
gee.
can believe a lowered expectation.
Sorry, I'm coming in, breaking this whole thing down. Sorry.
Hey, don't apologize, man. You're happy, you're happy. Just be happy.
Did any of you guys see the bleeding? There's a bleeding cool article today about an indie creator called Marcel Dupree.
I have heard of this Marcel Dupree.
I've heard of Marcel Dupree.
Is
No
he
idea
a
who Marcel Dupree is.
I haven't seen an article about it.
It's
Uh-oh.
there is a god.
Uh-oh. Trouble's in the house.
Hey, what's up, Kawhi? Oh, Allie. What is Kawhi? What is this thing that I keep saying?
Gentlemen, we have a problem.
It's Kauai, like Hawaii. Kauai Alley.
Oh, Kawhi Allie, but your name is Allie.
Actually, no, it's my nickname.
Oh, gotcha. Well, we'll keep that, guys. No doxing. We're gonna keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it. Well, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you're here hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for letting me join.
Don't worry about
yeah,
Britain,
but
just take it easy. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, she got this slight little blush right there. Oh my gosh!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now I got the evil eye.
Uh-oh.
All right. I'll chill.
Be happy I work with the disabled.
Yeah, I am a disabled person. I understand.
I appreciate.
Allie, can you Bailey?
I'm offended by that.
Don't worry. I have my
He
problems.
resembles that remark. That's the whole problem.
Allie, you played the ukulele.
What?
Can you play the ukulele?
Yeah, I can play the ukulele. I just can't right
I
now.
knew it. You look like someone who can play a ukulele.
Oh my god!
I am Sherlock Holmes, guys.
Let's see how many.
Test my powers of deduction.
Hold on a second. I want
Okay.
to see how many instruments I play. I play a lot.
Sherlock Holmes, fam.
Mm,
Master powers.
I play at least 10.
Dude, that's awesome.
a one man. Oh, she's a one-man band.
More like
Interesting.
percussionists.
I can play the drum
Um,
back there.
but none of it. All right. So wait, Mighty Geek, you've heard of Marcel Dupree?
Yeah.
Did you see that Bleeding Cool article that was written about him today in like Indie Comics?
No, I haven't.
So
I haven't read anything written by Bleeding Cool in about 5 months.
So strong. Well, basically, he's a big indie creator. He gets all of his books get funded. He has a pretty good fan base, but and he uses Kickstarter, like solely to get his books out there. And once he's done a book, he'll then start doing another book without like fulfilling some of the rewards.
Oh.
And so so like even right now, there are people saying, I haven't even gotten your book, like the book that I backed last year, and he's already doing another campaign. And how because Kickstarter, what they do to make sure you can't do that is you can't start another campaign unless you
deliver all your books from the last one.
So what he did was he has multiple accounts for publishing.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And so
Sorry
I
for
tried
not
getting
talking and stuff. I'm just really focusing.
Oh no, you're good.
You're good.
So I tried getting him on the show because I was like, dude, this is super bad for like indie comic people who someone reads that and go, I'm not going to trust a Kickstarter creator or an Indiegogo creator.
Coming from somebody that does a lot of backing and stuff, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that would hurt.
That's gonna hurt.
I've had like
Big
one
time.
time where I did have an issue where I did back somebody and I haven't got on a book in like 5 to 6
I don't know why
months.
people do that. Like, do you expect people to keep buying your stuff if you can't even fulfill what you
If you
promised?
can't deliver none of
I mean,
I had a dream about Mr. Miracle last night.
Brittany, you're so
What?
again.
off topic.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I tried getting him on the show, but he said he doesn't do podcasts or
I wonder
YouTube.
why.
He won't. He doesn't want to talk to anyone.
Draw and talk turns into draw and conspiracy much?
Mm.
It's not. It wasn't a conspiracy if it's true.
Conspiracy, but it's like
Hey,
I'd like
guys,
to know
remember
what,
to give it a like, by the way. Especially the people
I'd like to know what's going on as to why these books are not getting out like they should.
That's a fair question. I mean, it's fair criticism.
Yeah.
It's not like you're giving attack or whatever. It's like, dude, this is
I'm
what.
not gonna.
What's
I'm
up,
not gonna.
Eagle 43? How you doing, buddy?
Need a few answers. It's like if the book is not quite finished, or it was late going to the printer, I can understand that.
What's up, Joshua Hughes? How you doing?
What was that? You talking to me?
I'm
No, it says
saying hi to
Hail Raven.
chat. I'm not ignoring.
By the way, guys, quick, gotta just do a plug. Demons Volume 2 is
Already got
currently
funded.
being. Well, it still has to go for it in.
Dude,
You are not
have
helping me with my
excited.
market.
You push
not
as hard
helping
as
me
you
with my
can
market.
for as long as you can, whether you got funded or not.
Right.
Britain.
Yeah.
I am seriously so excited for that book. I hope you know that.
Oh, shucks, thanks.
See.
Yeah, we're trying to get to 3,000 by the end of the week, and if we can, the first stretch goal is everyone gets 3 trading cards. So I'm super pumped to hopefully be able to make those.
Who's trading cards?
What do you mean? Who's trading cards? Like the characters? Gosh dang it! I'm gonna kick all you guys. This is why I do solo streams.
That's why I'm quiet.
This is why I do solo streams and I interview people one on one.
They're gonna do that to you, man. It's just take it. Just take it, because I already know it's coming when I come on.
You want to be your friends if you want to in your back.
True.
You gotta let them know sometimes that, you know. I don't know.
We all know it's coming. That's not the issue, though.
Like, I mean, I thought that, you know, Demons was kind of rushed, but you know.
Oh gosh.
Now, if you do
I
it
haven't
right,
even read the first book, so I'm getting the first and the second one.
oh,
Good luck.
if you do the campaign right, it won't feel rushed.
Well, let's hope
Oh
so.
no, we're talking about the story.
Yeah.
Oh no. Travis,
I think in general, I think like the worst fear for writers that their story is kind of overly rushed if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Pacing is
true.
definitely something that probably is like the hardest thing for writers, because we all have, I guess, moments that we want to hit.
Yeah.
And
I still need
sometimes
to get you on my
those.
show, Tyler.
What?
I still need to get you on my show, Tyler, so we can
I'll duke it out with you.
Hey, Risey Lee, how you doing?
so we can duke it out.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
if you want
Risey Lee and Eagle 43.
Hey, if you want to avoid the rush feeling, you have to know what kind of story you're writing to begin with.
Hardline's pretty good though.
Thank you.
Yeah, I read it. I'm like, all right, man, I'm in for a ride.
Especially in your first book too. I mean, everybody has a story in mind, and when you actually start doing it, then you really see how the pacing starts actually flowing together when the pages are.
Although to his credit, I did speed through it, so I mean, it's a quick, easy read. So.
Oh,
It was written that way, so. Hey.
I'm doing good, Razzie. Thanks for asking, buddy.
It's not like, dense. So.
Hey, guys, remember to give it a like and share it out there, would you? Thanks.
Yeah.
I meant in chat. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, Justin sometimes kind of complains. He's like,
"Oh, is Justin on here?"
Yeah.
Probably in the chat.
Or
hi.
maybe complain ain't the right word. It's he shares his concerns. And he's like, "You're a little wordy on some parts." So I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I still coming off of writing books."
Mm-hmm.
See, I mainly just write short stories or novelettes and things like that, and I have a lot that I just keep to myself because I'm like, nope.
I like your Wattpad story though.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
You read mine?
What
I've read a
story do you
few
have
of
on
yours.
Wattpad?
What?
What story do you have on Wattpad?
My story is called How Far. It is about a girl named Kelly who finds out that her brother is dying and she accidentally made a deal with the devil and she has to go through her 7 deadly sins in order to see how far she's able to go to save her brother.
Ah,
How do you accidentally make a deal with the devil, though?
You shake some random dude's hand accidentally.
Come on, Britton. You clearly never made no deals with the devil.
usually the devil comes to you because he knows you need help.
That's
And
actually
he tricks you.
way to put it.
Oh,
And he tricks you.
no, the thing is, he doesn't trick you. He just offers you a way to get through it.
I'm just happy because I got a number. I'm ranked in 79 for the hashtag for you. So I'm pretty
That's
happy
awesome.
about that.
Awesome.
Did any of y'all read my stories?
I
No,
read
Britton.
like one of yours. I can't remember which one.
Allie, don't give him the satisfaction.
It was a little rush, but I gotta tell you.
I didn't say it was good.
My first novel that I completed is ass. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-oh.
It is terrible.
Heads up, yo. We got trouble.
Oh boy,
Yeah, like-
it is John.
We got trouble.
I'm sending you a little dialogue thing on Facebook.
I do have one story, but I hope nobody finds it. It's like
It's
in the
from,
dark web or something like that.
Hold on, there's like
Writing
1,000 people.
Sorry.
Hold on, there's 1,000 people talking all at once. We need some order in the court.
What?
No, Kawhi says she has a story. She hopes no one finds it.
What's up,
Just
John?
read Facebook,
How you doing?
Tyler.
I'm sorry, is somebody talking to me?
Wow, that's so cool.
John's here?
Yeah.
I am here now. How are you,
What's up,
Brad?
John? How you
Hello,
doing,
Draw and Puck. Long time no see, Mr. Tyler.
What's up, dude? I'm actually drawing this time.
What? I don't believe it.
Yeah. He is.
He's drawn by the light of his laptop.
Oh
No.
He's
Well,
I'm drawing a very tiny panel, so this guy's got a little bit grainy, but
On the UG.
on the
Okay,
UG.
I'm drawing with like a
You
flashlight.
can draw
light, though.
big and then shrink it down.
Yeah, but that's more work.
I mean, just a right size, you know.
This is the perfect size.
Okay.
So, to any of y'all who still reads the main two, there is an adaptation, an animated one of one Howard the Duck coming out soon.
Oh,
I heard about this.
that.
Does anyone have thoughts on this?
Brandon, do you have thoughts on this?
I
I
do.
am concerned.
It
Would you
is.
Would you like to share those thoughts with us?
Well, for
don't.
starters, I've always liked Howard the Duck. I have a tendency to really like weird characters like the Doom
Really?
Patrol or Howard or something like that. So I'm actually pretty excited.
Isn't it going to be on Hulu?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay for that.
I'll be right back.
I heard that.
Started watching some new show on Hulu called Letterkenny. It's like Trailer Park Boys.
I love Trailer Park Boys.
My boy Tyler here hates BoJack Horseman. I'm like, you offend me sometimes.
Trailer Park Boys is the only show I've ever seen that actually really kind of shows, and I know it's way over the top, but it actually does kind of show what it's like to just live ghetto, you know?
Yeah, it does. That's funny.
I might need to watch Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, Trailer Park Boys is just their first season's a little like it's a building. The second season's where it really starts. It's when Bubbles really starts taking like his character comes into shape. But yeah, if you like that show, it's called Letterkenny on Hulu. It's worth it if you like Trailer Park Boys.
Also,
One
Star
show that
Trek Mouth. That's pretty funny too.
What show?
One show that I've been getting into and stuff is called Limitless. It's pretty cool. It's on Netflix.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's been out for a bit. It's a good show.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
Black Mirror is also really good if you're a big fan of the
Mhm,
Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I second that.
me and Allie have become besties as of lately. So We were discussing.
Wow.
Bandersnatch.
Okay, one, I'm taken, so please do not talk about it.
Yeah, guys, be nice.
Dash
Be
Britain's
nice and
heart right
civil.
there. Oh.
Be nice and
Anyway,
civil.
I asked her about Bandersnatch, and she just goes off, and I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I was not expecting that.
I'm on the.
Wait, hold on. Why weren't you expecting that, Britain?
What?
I'm on the.
Why weren't you expecting that? For her to like that.
I was not. I mean, I was expecting someone. I was expecting her to go like, "Oh yeah, I really liked it," and "Oh no, I didn't see it," or "Oh no, I didn't. It was alright."
Okay. You guys have to realize I have spent over 76 hours now just analyzing it for a theory.
So, real quick, then, tell me on this. Tell me on watching it.
And I'm like, oh.
Tell me on watching it.
What?
Tell me on watching it. I haven't seen it.
Okay, so it's basically about this guy named Stefan that is able to get an opportunity to work at his like dream job, and it's to make a video game, and he bases it off a book called Bandersnatch, where the author basically tried to cut off the head of his wife because he went insane, and you get to control the character and stuff, and it's really cool.
That's what I hear. I hear that you have basically like freedom. You can choose the outcome.
I'm not gonna give that away.
Oh, but is it like
Your own adventure. I'll put it that way.
you have like, options?
Does that
Yes,
tell
you
you?
have
I don't know
options,
what-
and I have gotten every option except for the secret ending
Oh,
that you can find so far that Netflix knows of.
it's a cool option.
When it gets to the secret ending, it's just like you spent 72 hours watching this show.
But
Congratulations.
here's the thing about it. You can go and take that like encoding thing and you can throw it into it, and you can actually go to the Tuckersoft website that they use for it. And you can play Nosedive and things like that from the show.
That's cool.
It started screwing with my brain, so I had to stop after playing it for about an hour and a half.
I can't watch it after 3 o'clock in the evening, or I'll have nightmares. I'm not kidding.
Hey, what's up, Coffee? Coffee's in the house. Coffee's in the house. Coffee, I'm gonna put the link in the chat if you want to
Be
join.
careful with links and chats, buddy.
No, we're good. I don't have dum-dums come on the stream like you, except that one night.
Jeez,
I'll be
yesterday.
right back, guys. Have to get something.
I'll have to go in a couple minutes.
That's cool. We're just grateful you're here. But yeah,
it's
Coffee,
cool.
if you want to come in, we know you're drawing.
Do you guys want to see what I'm trying to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I do fantasy stuff also on my side, so I'm doing a map. I can show it by chance.
Well, that's cool.
I don't recognize this terrain. What is this map of?
It's just a normal map.
John's like, I've never been here.
Looks made up to me. I don't know.
Tyler, let's see your drawing.
What?
What?
Let's see your drawing. You're nice and blurry right now.
Yeah, my internet's pretty bad right now.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, my internet's horrible.
What are you
sucks
drawing
because-
you're drawing in the back of the U-Haul or what?
I know, right? Let's see.
We told him that it looked like he was drawn in the dark.
Not drawing in the dark, guys.
Never do another live again.
Drawing in the cave where Tony Stark is next to you building his suit.
Yeah.
There you go.
That was pretty good.
That was.
So John, what you been up to, buddy?
I've been up to knocking out as many panels as I can before I start working on my pinup piece. I got that Tales from Beyond the Gate coming out in about 2 days. So
2 days. Only 2 days.
yeah.
2 days.
I've been kind of running myself ragged, just been sleeping very little and drawing an awful lot.
Yeah, I know the feeling, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share this before I screw it up with coloring
Shit, before we screwed up coloring it.
Who is this guy wearing a Superman shirt that looks like Todd Mulrooney?
Sure, he does.
That's Andrew. What's up, Andrew?
Hey,
Andrew, guys, is the creator of a comic book called Melchizedek.
yeah,
That sounds cool.
It
Sounds religious.
yes.
does.
Oh boy.
Andrew's a cool guy. Real quick, everyone. Remember, Demons Volume 2 is on Indiegogo. Link in the description. And we're trying to get to $3,000 at the end of the week.
Oh.
I hope you make it to your goal, by the way.
Marty, what are you working on?
Thanks. Wait, who?
Marty, what are you working on, buddy?
Oh. Well, right now I'm just working on the cover to the Journeyman. To show that to
that
all
looks
of
so
you.
cool. That looks so cool.
Cool.
Can you move it over a little bit? It's like half off panel.
There you go. All right. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just coloring it now.
What's the Journeyman about?
So, John.
It's like this. Think of the Phantom only in the Japanese setting.
Got it.
The classic Phantom. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like it's done. You know the whole story now.
I got it. I don't need to hear anymore. When he just put it that way, I put it that way.
Got it.
Oh, man,
Oof.
toilet.
So Tyler, I had a quick question.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
How are you doing with your character development?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing tons of research, and I'm like almost finished with like my character development creation sheet.
That's cool. If you ever need psychology talk about it, I have psychology talk about it.
Ooh.
I
have
have a
gone-
question about character. I'll just ask Ellie. Hashtag BFFs.
Oh my
Oof.
god.
Oof, that was cringy.
Bridge has a boyfriend.
You're trying too hard,
Not
buddy.
okay. I said BFF, not.
Yeah, I know.
I
That's
know.
what you said.
But you're still trying to
Tell you,
hard, man.
just chill.
Your mind
Chill
out
with
of
it.
the gutter.
Oh, you're making this really awkward, you guys.
Hey guys,
What's up, Coffee?
No.
I'm
He
finally
made it
in.
on his own.
Just extreme trigger warning. I'm working on a page for my book.
Why is that
Okay.
trigger
Oh,
warning?
dang. Yeah. Well, to be fair with Coffee, I've read Legends of the Erase, and there was a couple pages where I
I
cringed.
love your art. Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Thank you. You're actually really adorable.
Thank you.
Can't find my pencil.
Okay, I'm dying for cute.
Hey, I'm gonna kick all the mails off soon if you guys just don't start behaving, because currently on my YouTube, currently my YouTube statistics say I attract 40-year-old men, so I'm gonna start kicking you guys off so I can get some female statistics in here.
I mean, you
Okay.
always got 2 or 3, I think. I know my friend Brittany watches you too.
There we go.
I only got about
Can you really count me as a
12.
female though?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
12% female demographics, but the good thing is the entirety of my demographics are between the ages of 35 and 45.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't trust those YouTube
Yes.
demographic numbers, dude, because I'm like,
No.
yeah.
Oh, dude, Justin, I watched that Joe Rogan Tim Pool while I listened to it today.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It was
a lot
super
of it
good.
Yeah, a lot of it really was related to how people's mentality, how they just bog down, especially on Twitter. How they just no expression of thought on Twitter. It's just insult after insult.
I guess there's 10 people in the Hangouts. There's only 5 likes.
There's
What?
Okay, let me get back on the YouTube page and like it then. I usually try to like it before I do anything. But I forget. Some
We're
dumbass.
6. Did Tyler not like his own page?
I liked it. I liked it, by the way, on all 3 of my accounts.
Wait, you have 3 accounts? What the heck?
I have more, but most of them are I've got a work one for my my day job. I had a couple failed YouTube channels I do it on.
I have 2. I have one that I share with my boyfriend, and then I have Kawaii Alley.
I can't.
So,
I could never decide a name.
What did you do
That
today?
whole boyfriend thing sounded like a humble brag. I don't know.
It's just a reinforced Brittany idea that she's taken.
Oof.
Wait, so John, what did you do today to keep consistent?
Oh, I didn't do anything today, man. I just woke up.
he worked all night yesterday.
I did.
You just woke up.
Literally. Like, I think I saw you when I went to bed. I was like, dude, he's still on?
That's the thing with John. I was at work. I watched like 3 or 4 streams with him that day, and then he came on for like 2 hours here. Like, and he's like, "Oh, my wife's home." I'm like, yeah, what does she think of all this?
Well, I think you're using vacation time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's dedication.
This is his vacation.
She was a little upset that I closed my commissions, but other than that, she's supportive.
Oh, that's good.
His wife is
no, I mean you're doing all you're doing all the extra work, right? Because
that is correct.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, I hear you there, man. I know Manny be pumping out too, but he has to do his work stuff this week that he can't ditch out on.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be going and starting up a live stream probably in about an hour to go and pick up the slack for that.
That's cool.
Just keep on drawing my panel.
Yeah, we're gonna be drawing super late tonight. After we get back from the gym, I'll hop on with you. So
right, the gym. That's what I say too.
No, seriously, I've been going now. So me and my buddies, we meet up there at 10 o'clock.
Ew.
I've been gaining weight.
Hey, working out with a friend is much easier to do than trying to force yourself to do it until you get in the habit.
Oh, it's awful. I can't do that. None of my friends will ever show up. So I don't want the hassle of trying to collaborate people to show up somewhere.
Oh.
Right.
Well, you're welcome to come work out with me, John.
I'll be right there.
Dude.
In spirit, I mean.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, in spirit, yeah.
The pool is my friend. Let's just put it that way.
Ah, you're lazy working out, huh?
Dude, I'm a fat guy. My knees hurt, so I gotta take it easy.
Yeah, I just went for a walk. I went for a walk day before yesterday, and it wasn't even that long. I think in total it was like 3 miles. And I was just pushing the stroller around, and my legs were on fire that night. They were cramping up on me. I gotta get out of this desk and get out into the real world.
Yeah. Sometimes when you're drawing all day, you don't realize. Like yesterday, I drew, I think 10, 12 hours yesterday, and I was like, oh, started to stand up. Like my legs were like, oh crap, dude, because they're all like bent over, like folded the whole time. Like, yeah. Just hurts your legs.
The longest I've ever lasted, like drawing, just like for continuing straight, is like 2 hours tops.
What?
Oh, I've got all of you beat.
2 hours is nothing.
I've got all of you beaten.
Well, what happens for me, it's kind of hard because like the more I think about what I'm drawing, the more I stiffen up, and I like to be loose when I draw.
Okay.
How long have you gone for?
What?
48 hours straight.
You didn't move for 40 hours straight drawing.
How many?
Prove it.
48 hours.
Pixar didn't happen. I don't believe that at all.
I drew every year. I drew a 24-page comic book in 24.
Yeah, but is it any good?
No. It's the competition. They do it every year. All the comic book shops usually.
I love competitions where who can sit down for the longest.
Yeah, but then in my case, usually after it's over and I get home, I sit up and continue drawing.
But I probably end up losing it, Todd.
Wow.
Most of the time.
Todd does it on Shay's Lounge. Todd will sit there on Shay's Lounge. Yeah, I'm just drawing over here. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm at inking. You want to see?
I want to see.
Yep.
We all want to see.
Can you see it?
Oh yeah, nice.
I'm not seeing anything. What happened?
Oh, sorry.
Is that a map for a story you're working on?
It's just the map. I usually draw maps when I have high anxiety, so this is how I control my anxiety.
Cool.
And what is the scale on this map here?
I don't really know. This is just me drawing and doodling.
From one
It's
edge
a
of
good
the page
skill,
to
though.
the other, does it represent how many miles?
Oh shit.
Don't give her
I don't
anxiety
know.
now.
Look, this is what happens. Okay, like I'm shaking.
As steady as a rock. You can hold a martini in that hand.
Oh gosh, John, don't make her do math.
Okay, guys, I gotta duck out for a minute. I'll see you guys a little bit later.
See you, Brad.
Thanks for having me on.
See you,
See
Brad.
you guys later.
Hey, Brad.
I just realized Brad was on.
I need you guys to carry the show so I can concentrate.
Oof.
Who are you drawing, Coffee? This looks good.
See, Elliot told you Tyler was a teddy bear.
Oof.
Wait, Coffee. Yeah, Coffee. Show us what you're up to. Let me screen. Wait, where is it? Boom.
Let me see if I can't really zoom out. I'm
You got
currently
this.
propping my camera on a lamp, so it's like not really
Me
even
too!
hanging on. I'm working on a
Let's see.
page. I'm doing one more print run with my book 1 to resolve the printing issues.
Okay. Let me know when you finish that swing.
Like there's a few like bleed issues and stuff with like the dialogue and stuff. So I'm gonna do one more print run before I can like submit it to like Barnes and Noble, which is the ultimate goal.
Oof, it just got really quiet.
It did get quiet.
Andrew, what you drawing?
Like I wish I could show, but I'm doing the Hangouts on my iPad, and the app does not give any screen share feature on it.
You're
So
good. I was able to draw the wall on your iPad while you do this. John, are those your kids?
There's no sound.
Yeah, I have some.
Somebody's killing a cat over there.
That's so sad.
Yeah, leave that cat alone.
But right now I'm working on like a project for school where I'm making like a small comic zine.
Oh, awesome. Is it going to be a comic or is it a new creation?
It's a new is like let's just say it's like it's a comic that is like meant to advertise my comic company.
Gotcha.
Uh,
I have a friend who's trying to start a comic company.
Tell us more, Britton.
I'm just trying to start a comic.
I'm just trying to get to the days.
And I keep telling him, I'm like, bro, you should probably just do your own thing first and then, build. But he's like, no, you want to do it? I'm like,
No, that's not me, dumbass.
I'm like, bro, I love you, but come on. You gotta be practical. Don't be me where I'm like, hey, let's make a comic, and then, I have to burn bridge.
Something I've been doing lately to practice script writing is I've just been taking like parts of my day and turning into like little scripts.
That is good practice.
Yeah. My days are so boring. Don't even think I can.
Well, Brent, you're supposed to be a writer. What you doing, son?
What you doing, son?
I say,
You coffee.
you see, I was lonely when I was growing up, so that's why I picked up storytelling. I don't know what I did.
Well, do you need to get lonely again? Do we all need to leave you?
You just described like 90% of people that are into comics.
Yeah.
Funny
Yeah,
story,
you
I didn't
did.
get into comics until I was like 13, so
Oh, I only got into comics when I like 21, so
Okay.
21.
I was 31 when I did.
And Tyler's like, you know what? I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life, for whatever reason.
I've been drawing since I was little. Like I made my own comics when I was like in 4th grade. Still have them.
I wrote fan fiction about Luigi.
About what? You say about Luigi?
Yeah, like the Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
I haven't
I
heard
know
from
a lot of people who wrote fan fiction about Luigi for some reason.
Because he's a meme.
That's quite a demographic that you guys are connected by. Luigi fan fiction people.
Yeah,
I always got in trouble
wrote
for writing
a
it
fan
backwards, too.
fiction comic book about wrestlers, the wrestler Kurt Angle, but except I changed him to a Bengal tiger, and he was fighting the big boss man as a fish.
Oh boy.
You know, watch South Park here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every time I think of fish, I always think of the Kanye West episode.
Do you like fish sticks?
Not exactly what I was going for, but okay.
You mean like a fish named Selma from The Simpsons?
No. This is
No.
like no.
What?
Didn't that meme like spark off a bunch of controversy?
Mm-hmm.
The fish stick stuff.
South
No,
Park.
it wouldn't.
One thing South Park is well known for, it is causing a ruckus.
I think they enjoy it though. That's why they do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They love pushing buttons.
We did a whole episode on Scientology, and like at the very end, the new character stands like,
Oh, that was fucking.
all the credit names say John Doe, John Doe, John Doe.
He's like, this is bull crap. Tom Cruise literally gets in the closet.
Now I'm in the closet. Now I'm in the closet too. Tom Cruise, come out of the closet.
Come out.
I'm starting Tom Cruise.
Now, there's one episode that like legitimately disturbed me from that show, and it's the Critters episode.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen that
Remember
episode.
that? It's their Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, like I thought Scott Tenorman Must Die is bad. Like it's not a bad episode, but just like how like demented they could go.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Like you think that they've already done it all when
They'll
Cartman,
come back and give you one more.
but
That's the way to do it. Just when you think they've done it all, they come back and give you one more.
yeah, exactly. I think that's why it's I mean I like to
That's why it's so popular.
I tend to rag on new Family Guy, but I think that's why I think South Park is better than Family Guy.
I hate Family Guy.
I don't like that. Family Guy is like first
Family
couple.
Guy is one of those shows you could take or leave.
What?
Family Guy is one of those shows you could take or leave.
Okay.
And then after the 8th season, it's been like blah.
South Park. Family Guy.
Yeah, South Park has always been better than Family Guy.
Oh yeah, thank you. Like my friend Carlton will defend Family Guy till he drops dead, and I'm like, how do you like this? The first couple seasons are really good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You should question his morals.
Exactly. Like they just get so.
I gotta go.
They just
There are no morals in
Hi,
South
guys.
Park.
Bye.
Don't you know that by
Hey,
now?
Ali.
Yeah, Ali. Don't you know by now there are no morals in South Park?
They have a heart in South Park though. I think that's what differentiates Family Guy and South Park. They have like a big like black void that's like, okay, this is there's a little spark in there. That's like South Park's heart. And
Yeah.
Family Guy just has that black like unknown void.
Take it however you want.
Hey, Brandon. I've watched more Family Guy than I have South Park.
Ah,
We're questioning you now, Tyler.
You guys can. I don't have time to watch. I don't have time to watch.
I won't give you a hard time, Tyler. Everyone has their taste, but if you're gonna be like, no, South Park is trash,
I think you know what kind of review you're getting on
get the
Leviathan.
hell out of here. Is what I'll probably tell you. Like if you're Family Guy, like that's fine. But if you're like South Park is trash, then we're gonna have a problem.
Are we gonna have a problem, Britain?
Those are fighting words.
Them spotting words.
Britain, what happens when we have a problem?
You guys don't tell Britton I had an Easter egg in his story that says family. You guys are the best.
Well, actually, the first time she said it hurt. And that's when I was like, hold on, it took me a second. I was like, well, I'm going to turn real quick. And I should have been more polite and should have directly said that.
But yeah, love South Park. that's the moral of the story, kids.
Yeah, South Park actually has good lessons that are true.
Yeah.
It actually has quote morals.
But you have to be really looking for it.
Now they hit you over the head with it.
Cartman or Peter Griffin.
Yeah, like, and you know what's nice about South Park is that people will be like, oh, if you're on, like, they're like, they offended us. Like they don't offend the left. That's what's nice about them.
Everybody. The left loved them until they didn't teach principle, and then they were like, "This is bullshit." It's just like, no.
All right, Tyler. Well, I just finished my little tiny guy here, so I can't really do the background. I can't do the background without giving away too much, so I'm gonna have to dip out of here right now.
What do you mean
thank you for having me on.
Give out too much? You probably you took a picture and then you're gonna Photoshop it, aren't you?
What?
You're gonna take a. No, that looks sick, dude. That's awesome.
They know you too well, John. You know that.
All right, then. Well, thank you guys for having me on, and I'll see you guys later.
See you, John.
All right, John.
I know John would know.
You good, Coffee?
Yeah.
Later on, Britain.
Camel fall?
Yep. The usual. There goes again. See, it has like this weird little rubber pad on the bottom that doesn't hold on to anything. It's like keep a rubber band on it.
Coffee, I'm gonna mute you while you fix your camera, and then it'll come back on once.
Yeah,
it's fixed. So, Britton, while we're doing all these, while we're all drawing, what are you doing to be productive in this, however long this stream is?
I'm trying to keep the conversation lively. That. I'm also coloring on my phone and talking to Allie at the same time.
I need more colors with Copic, man. I got enough.
I don't know why. I've always loved coloring. You know.
You should start coloring comic books and start making some money.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just I'm that guy who overthinks everything, and I'm just like, oh my god, how am I gonna color this? Should I color it like that or this or
Britain? No one likes excuses.
First of all, you're overthinking it.
Sounds like an excuse.
Negative thinking gets you nowhere.
This is gonna take.
You're the guy that always overthinks everything.
All right, I'm good, guys. I attached it with several rubber bands.
Oh, nice.
What is the weirdest comic book character that you guys?
The weirdest?
Yes.
Oh god.
The weirdest comic book character I've ever seen.
Hey, Britton, what's the main character of your story?
Main character of my story that I'm writing right now, his name's Michael.
Well, that one's the weirdest.
That's the weirdest.
I'm just kidding, dude.
Just it's like the most regular guy name ever, and I just thought it up out of the fly.
It's actually the most hated too, or one of them, anyways.
It's hated?
Yeah, it's one of the top most hated names.
Why?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
Because it's popular, I guess.
It says it's not. It's too common or too religious, something like that.
Angel. How I know this? Because I was raised in a religious household. No, I'm not that.
About like names and stuff, and like how like, we got like stupid names for kids now. And like I work with a guy named Todd, and he talks about that. People name their kid Todd. Todd. What do you mean Todd?
Did you say Todd?
Yeah.
That's my middle name.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's also my dad. That's also my dad's name.
There's actually a lot of Todds, and it doesn't make any sense.
It's my dad.
Every time I hear that name, it reminds me of Beavis and Butthead.
Hold on, there's someone's audio going on at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
Someone got a TV in the background playing?
There we go. Guys, check this out. Look at all the freaking bottles I gotta ink. I've got this freaking row here too. Murdered myself.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I try to get as much detail, and then when I start inking, I'm like, why do I do
this? Is like trying to trigger me right now because he just said South Park is trash.
And you know what sucks as well is like I did these pencils digitally, so it's so easy for on the tablet to zoom, and I can zoom in as far as I want. Like traditional drawing, like
don't it like I'm struggling with like I shouldn't have done all these bottles. This was stupid.
Well, how many bottles did you draw?
1, 2, 3,
4. That many, huh?
16 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
16 times?
Batman's my spiritual animal.
19, 20, 22, 16 times 25. So whatever that is.
Yeah.
I'm not good at math.
Yeah, whatever 16
times 25 is, that is how many bottles there are. Roughly. There's probably more.
Oh, you started with over 200 bottles of beer on the wall.
We did.
Rank all the beers.
It'll be worth it.
I probably would be dead if I drank that much beer.
Like I said, he did it, not me.
So Coffee, you do primarily, anime and manga, and I saw on I saw something like on a thread on a thing that you said that like the comic community like shits on anime. Is this true?
Wait, what was that? I had the YouTube up too.
No.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Defense.
The thing about that is comic noobs usually.
Also, Coffee, I saw that you posted on some thread that the comic community, the indie one, like typically shits on like manga and stuff. Do people really? Like why? Like especially on your stuff.
Well, for one thing, manga is so different from comics. Like the manga style is literally made from everything being simplified. That's how they get their pages out so fast. But comic artists and creators typically see it as lazy, and if you're drawing in the manga style, they automatically assume it's cookie cutter and uninspired.
Which I will fight anybody on it.
Fight you about on that one.
Wait, Andrew, go for it.
Huh?
Go for it.
Which I will fight anybody on that because because it's really not easy drawing the manga style.
No, it isn't.
And doing because I've seen like American comic artists try to do manga and it looks nothing like manga. Like do you guys know that Marvel once tried to do like a Marvel manga verse?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like a couple of those.
Yeah, like if you look at the art style, it's clearly drawn by someone who doesn't really understand the manga style.
Exactly.
It's obvious when that happens.
My friend is here.
I used to hate manga. I used to think it was kind of silly, which, granted, it can be. But I think any medium can get silly.
Any medium can be silly at some point, but
you know, I used to think of anime kind of like Pokemon, where it's just so like out there, and you're just like, what were these guys? But then I picked up a nice little book called Death Note. And now I'm like,
have you read any other anime besides Death Note?
Cowboy Bebop, which I will defend is one of the greatest television shows ever made.
You should check out Platinum End. It's by the same creators of Death Note.
Bro, I'm gonna check that out.
Dragon Ball.
I enjoy Dragon Ball.
Oh, like Dragon Ball is like one of the greats.
I had to learn that it's really tongue in cheek. It's kind of supposed to be really silly, but it's really.
Yeah. So, depending on the story, yeah, it's gonna be silly depending on the story.
Well, yeah, but like the way I view art styles is not by how extremely detailed it is, but like how expressive it is.
Yeah.
You know, because like you can have like the simplest style. Oh, but you can have like the simplest style, and yet you can capture the emotion of what's going on, versus someone who is extremely detailed, but you don't feel any emotion. You know, emotion out of it.
That's the main thing about manga is it's based completely to emphasize all the emotions. The big sparkly eyes, the cute little mouth, it's all to show emotion, which is something greatly lacking in most comics that I've read right now.
Just look at like any Marvel or DC comic out there, like especially DC, like where they just can't draw emotions at all. Like, you know, it's like everybody's got the same face.
The thing is with American comics, some of the stuff is just too detailed.
Yeah,
there's no room for emotion.
I think French comics are really underrated. Have you ever read Mobius at all? Has any of you ever read Mobius?
Oh, I've read that. That's pretty cool.
I think it's either the artist's name I know it's Mobius. That guy.
That guy's pretty cool. I like his work. I like his artwork. It's just punch that you just can't avoid.
It's like with Mike Mignola, where I'm just like, dude, put this in an art gallery. This is I will pay to see this.
Yeah, most people will pay to see Hellboy in an art gallery.
Although Mignola's gotten lucky though, because Hellboy took him off, which I need to read because it's one of those books where everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is like the best thing ever," and I'm like, I'm sure.
Gonna introduce your next guest, Tyler, or what?
LP's in the house.
LP is in the house.
Just as a disclaimer, I'm not slacking off. I'm waiting for the ink to dry.
Oh my God, Poppy, you worry too much, my dear. You worry too much.
You worry too much.
How you doing, dude?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
Big day's happening soon.
Well, no delays.
Oh, for real?
Folks, if you're making comic books, what you have to understand is delays can and will happen.
Right.
Would you like to hear my tale of woe, Tyler?
I'd love to hear your tale of woe, but I won't be happy about it.
Well, it's not a big snag, but it's a snag. So if you're doing Kickstarter, sometimes Kickstarter requires identity verification. Okay?
Yeah.
And sometimes they want it to go a step further where you have to take a snapshot of your ID and send it to them.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what they asked me to do. So I took a snapshot of my driver's license, and my driver's license is out of date. They won't take an expired ID. So now I have to go down to Service New Brunswick tomorrow, pay $90, get my ID renewed, and resubmit it to them so they can verify my identity.
You have to pay $90? It's
yeah.
like $5 down here.
Well, not to renew my driver's license, it ain't.
He's in Canada.
So, and that's going to take 3 days for them to verify. Then it's going to take another 1 to 3 days for them to review the project before it can go live. So we're going to miss the February 14th launch date. It's probably going to be the 21st now. And that's assuming that everything goes to plan.
Well, hey, Larry, I'd love to get your opinion on this. Did you see the Marcel Dupree Bleeding Cool article.
Is Marcella Wallace a bitch?
No.
Marcella Wallace a bitch?
Oh man, I love Pulp Fiction. So
I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. So
Really? Okay, so there's an indie creator. He's in a bunch of like groups that you and I are in. His name.
Yeah, you assume I pay attention to what happens in those groups. I only care about Unity.
That's true. So he's an indie creator, and he's done tons of projects, and he does them all strictly on Kickstarter.
Well, Bleeding Cool did an article on him today because he's currently running another Kickstarter, and it turns out he hasn't fulfilled a lot of his other projects.
Yeah.
And how he gets around it is he makes different accounts, he makes different accounts, and or like publishes it under like different comic book companies.
Yeah, and that's his way of trying to skirt around something. But eventually he'll get caught, and obviously he did. If it got up to the point where Bleeding Cool is writing articles on it, people obviously know, and that information will get Kickstarter. I'm sure they'll put the kibosh on them. The idea here is once you burn someone on Kickstarter, if you burn someone, you're supposed to be done. You're not welcome back.
Yeah. And here's the thing: is like people have been reaching out to him, like, "Hey, like you have to talk about this because." It's on Bleeding Cool. Like Bleeding Cool isn't just about comic creators. Readers read that, and can you imagine like if now readers don't trust indie creators, what's going to happen to our businesses?
Well, every time someone fails fulfillment, it hurts us all because that does lead in. There's a couple of Kickstarters I backed where I never got my books, right, and I had to chase after these people for refunds, and it's a pain in the ass, Some of these people might be backing a book for the first time and do not understand that delays can happen. We want to talk about Cyberfrog for a second. Everyone's wondering where Ethan's book is. It's due in November. It's now February, going on to March. When are we going to see this book? But setbacks happen. But if you're a first-time backer, you might be expecting that book in November and be really pissed when you don't get it because you don't know how it works, right? But
you
other
should
times
be
people
upfront
will
with
just.
it anyways.
What's that, Coffee?
Should be upfront with it in the
Well, yeah,
Kickstarter.
I mean, if you're going to be late, obviously update your backers and be transparent about it. But then you get these guys who just take people for a ride, and they, they'll give like an update once every few months, and then they'll ghost you, and then they just kind of disappear, and that makes us look all bad.
And also, he's done multiple campaigns. Yeah,
well, it sounds like a scam, right? Here, I'm gonna open up like 5 different begging jars and hope people put money into it. Then I'm just gonna take all those jars and run off when I'm done.
And I messaged him. I was like, "Hey, you should you have to address this. You have to address this to people." And he was like, "Yeah, I'll make a statement, but this doesn't really matter." I'm like, he goes, "This is exaggerated." And I was like, "Well, state your side." And there was a couple people in a group saying, go on Tyler's show. And he was like, "Nah, I'm not going to do that."
Well, we don't know what his internal situation is, right? For him to give out some sort of statement, he might want to put some thought into that instead of just jumping on the first live show that happens and says something,
that's true.
Without knowing all the internals of that situation, I really, don't want to make a judgment on it.
Right.
I guess it's just kind of like because he I talked with him today and he was saying, hey, like it's just because I'm still fulfilling people slowly, and I was just like, well, don't start another campaign.
Yeah, well, Indiegogo has a rule that, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, someone you guys might know. I haven't used it as a crowdfunding platform yet, but I'm thinking about it. Is that you can't run another campaign until you fulfilled the one you had going previously.
Same with Kickstarter.
Yeah, same.
Now, I've seen Kickstarter break that rule, though, and I've seen them break it with people like Lady Death. You know what I mean? Lady Death was running Hell Witch while he was still fulfilling the Lady Death comic book. So, don't think that's black and white.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's Brian Polito. He's a well-known name in it.
Right. I mean, he's got a solid track record, and I'm sure he gets the exception to the rule, but it does happen.
Yeah. He got an exception because of he's been able to fulfill his other campaigns. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, back on the anime subject, or manga. I don't know. Would you consider Lone Wolf and the Cub a manga?
Yeah.
Would you consider Lone Wolf and the Cub manga?
It is.
She probably doesn't even know what Lone Wolf and Cub is, Tyler. That's an old fucking book, bro.
That's an old book by Dark Horse, and it's considered manga.
Dude, are you serious? That's a great book. You guys need to check that out if you ever get the chance. It's really long, but it's well worth the effort.
I've just about moved away from anything mainstream. It's all lame. Cookie cutter. They do it for money.
It's like this one.
Yeah, see, I love this. I love Gunsmith Cats. And Coffee, when I talk to you about manga and color, this is like a great example. I don't know if the interior is color, but
the interior is black and white.
Interior is black and white, yeah. But Gunsmith Cats is awesome.
I like the fact that it's set here in Chicago.
Well, you're in Chicago.
Am I on with Nathan? Who are you, sir? The guy with the Gunsmith Cats. What's your name?
Mighty Geek.
Mighty Geek Studios.
Mighty Geek Studios. Okay, now I see your icon. I lost track of you there for a second. I was like, that's the first time I think I ever saw you, man.
Mighty Geek, you're in Chicago?
Man, I was talking to one guy there, Manny, you know, Good Dog Pup.
Yeah.
And when I was talking to him, I envisioned this guy like in his young 20s. And then I saw what he really looked like. I was like, whoa, not what I pictured at all, brother.
It's like going on the website, you see the picture, like, oh, she's getting the show up. You're like, that is not the same person.
So, I have a question for you. I have a question that will determine the test of time.
Oh my God. What's that?
I'm talking to LP here.
Oh, okay. What's your question, bro?
Do you like South Park or Family Guy better?
Ooh, better? Okay, because I like them both. But if I'm picking a favorite, I'm going with South Park.
All right. Yeah.
My faith is restored.
My faith in humanity is restored.
I love the South Park characters, and there's so many great classic episodes that you can go back to. And you guys were talking about a little earlier when I was listening on the stream about, you know, good moral messages. And while you kind of have to hunt for them and keep your eyes open, you know, they do sprinkle them in South Park. Some of them, they're just kind of poking fun at some things and, stirring the bee's nest here and there. But it's all things that are relevant in our society. You know how like The Simpsons, especially when I first started out, it was almost like a commentary on our society. I find South Park to be very much like that. I haven't watched South Park probably for the last 2 or 3 seasons. The last time I remember watching South Park is they did the whole World of Warcraft episode, which was just classic, like.
Time too, and oh my God, this is hysterical.
All right, so back to manga.
Oh my gosh, Brayden, you were everywhere.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
See, and I'm supposed to be the manga writer, and here Britton is the comic guy. He's just like, so anyways, manga.
I am not as knowledgeable into the manga scene, so that is why I'm trying to ask Coffee questions here.
Well, pick her brain, man.
Why I'm picking her brain here.
I mean, there's a reason why I chose her as an Niobe artist, and it's taken us a while to kind of get our groove on, but I think we got it now. You know what I mean? Yeah. See, look at this. This is going to be good stuff, man. Especially
when on my inks.
Yeah, like I know you sent me a page on Facebook. I haven't looked at it yet, but I trust you to do a good job. Like I was listening to an interview with Brett Smith the other day. He said, if you hire an artist, you just got to let that artist be that artist. You got to give them that freedom to do their thing, and that made a lot of sense to me. You hired that person because you like what they do. Just let them do it.
I just got to control the blacks.
Yeah. As long as we don't have too much black, that's it, and we're good. Other than that, man, Coffee's already taken the liberty to change up a couple of pages, especially one. That last page he showed you there, that's not how the page is actually laid out in the script, but she took it upon herself to put her own spin on it and make it better. She made that page better.
But yeah,
that's what you want in an artist, is you want them to like hopefully make what you wrote better.
Well,
hey, Britton, if you don't get all your questions out, you can always message me.
All right.
Here, I'll shut up so you can answer them, Coffee.
Well, I was just gonna ask. I've been trying to open my mind up to some more manga. So
Brennan is very set in his ways at his young age.
Yes, but I like to try new things. So
Trying new things are always fun.
Good mangas for
It's always fun.
starters.
Well, like, also,
Death Note.
also coming from a manga style artist, like like one of the great styles to study on is like it's like the Dragon Ball art style, because like that's like pretty much like the granddaddy of all like shonen mangas.
Yeah, but everyone loves Dragon Ball Z. I like it.
So because everyone likes it, Andrew, Britain cannot.
No, I never said that.
Berserk is a
Hey, I
personal
don't
one of
like
my
it either.
favorites.
I don't like
Berserk
Dragon Ball
is
either.
beautifully drawn.
The thing about manga is you have to know what type of story you like.
I'm asking Coffee here because she's kind of the manga aficionado of the group. So
I am.
What do you think about Berserk?
I haven't read it.
Ooh, I definitely recommend that one.
Or at least I thought so.
That book is great. It's drawn beautifully. I forgot the name of the author, but
I mean,
Some parts of it though that reminds me of like a fucking hentai, you know?
yeah, but like, it's tied together with good story, so it doesn't seem so like it's still out there, but it doesn't feel like it's there for no reason.
Yeah, you can have sex in something without it being porn.
Well,
Yeah,
have sex in
and
manga.
that's definitely what it is in Berserk for sure.
Yeah, Berserk is very high.
This Jose?
Yeah, we do it all the time.
Hey, what's up, Jose? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Tyler? How you doing? It's fine.
Good. I'm so glad that you're able to come on, dude.
Yeah, man. I just saw what's going on, and I was just here playing Apex Predators.
Dude.
Predators.
Legends, dude. That game is so fun. I suck at it.
Yeah. Oh, I suck at it too, man. I just started getting kills. My friend's like, "Oh man, we win, but you only have 1 kill and like 200 damage." And I'm like, "So."
Do you know
I'm
what
there
I
as
hate?
decoy.
I hate at the start of the game where you see your team, it's like 0 kills, and then like it says these are the champions. You're like, we're screwed.
Yeah, that for sure. I had a champion on my team, and then he died immediately, so that was fun. I was just like, okay, that's fun. And then I won the game too with my buddy. That was the funniest part.
Well, now I'm jealous. Yeah, I woke up this morning at like 4:30. Drew finished my page, and I was like, all right, I got 2 choices. I can either go to the gym, which means I have to like de-snow my car, or I can play a couple rounds.
You do it. Yo, man, those forks in the road are always so tempting, man.
Yeah, dude, that game it's so much fun.
It is, man, and it just timed out on me, so it's great. And I had a pretty decked out alternator too. I'm pretty upset.
Dude, yeah, I think they didn't expect it to be as big as it was.
I mean, if you announce a game and release it the same day, I expect a large turnout because everybody's gonna be on the
And then you pay like streamers like Ninja to play it 3 days.
Oh
in a
yeah,
row.
exactly. And to be honest, I like Fortnite. I've actually met Ninja. He walked into my job one day.
Is he nice?
Yeah, he was cool. And the thing is though, I used to love Halo, and I didn't know that he was the ninja in Halo. So like, I met my hero without knowing that was my hero. So I was pretty upset. I have the picture with him, but yeah, he's pretty cool and whatnot. I was gonna give him the okay to say the N-word because I'm from the hood. But...
wait, what color was his hair when you met him?
It was pink. It was
Nice.
pink. I was like, I gave him the who's man's face when I saw him. I was just like, who is this? And then he did it right back, and I was just like, oh man, that's Ninja.
That's awesome.
But yeah, like I like Fortnite. It's just the building aspect. It's just
it's
you're
over
not good at it.
Fortnite, I hate the most. I tried it. I'm like, okay, cool. I just want to go out and shoot things. I don't want to have to build things and harvest like it's Minecraft. You know, like
yeah. If you can't build, you're done.
Yeah, for sure. And like, it's not that I can't build. It's just it gets exhausting and like
your fingers hurt. Wait, what do you play on?
I play. I have a PS4 and Xbox, but my Xbox just like blew up. So
So if you're building on PS4, it hurts your fingers.
Yeah, I hate the PS4 remote. I feel like it's so bad in my opinion.
Same with on Apex, it's super hard. You have to play. You like to grenade. I have to like hit the right directional button. And I'm like, man, just let me just throw it.
Yeah, I wish I could like just for real like in Call of Duty. It's just there's so many button inputs. I don't know why, but I feel like there's too much going on the screen too. But it's a fun game. Like they just changed what made battle royales boring.
Do their ping system?
Well, look, they just had a concert on Fortnite. You know what I mean?
A concert on Fortnite.
Oh yeah, it was Marshmallow.
Yeah, they had a concert on Fortnite. Let that like register for a minute. Like,
what the hell? Concert on Fortnite. Yeah, but like Fortnite fell off with me, especially after they nerfed the shotgun. Because I always believed the one-shot headshot should be a thing, but not at the range that shotgun was allowing it at. But yeah,
sorry guys, if you guys wanted a comic book talk, but the moment he said Apex, I was like, oh my gosh, someone who's played it.
Well, yeah, this game is awesome, and I just got a legendary banner frame, so that's cool.
Larry, get on the Apex train.
I don't even know what it is.
It's a free game.
It's free. That's all that matters.
Is that like something I should be live streaming then, or what?
Oh, if you started live streaming Apex and also were good or at least comedical, it's currently the game, I think.
Okay. Yeah, like my boy, he plays Gears of War.
It's on everything.
Yeah, it's on everything except Switch.
Okay,
my
do
boy,
I have to build in it like Fortnite?
What happened?
Do I have to? Is it like Fortnite? Is my question.
It's a battle royale.
It's a battle royale. It's more like Blackout.
I don't know what Blackout is.
Blackout.
Call of Duty
4.
I play Overwatch, guys. That's what I play.
So it is like
Overwatch. It's like Overwatch battle royale, bro. It's hero based. There's loot boxes. There's skins.
Okay.
So it's just like it's you and two other guys. You pick a class. You have special moves. And you just go out there, pick up guns and attachments, and survive.
I think I'll put it on the Xbox.
Yeah, I was playing it on Xbox, and I got some cool stuff, and then my Xbox just gave out. I'm pretty sure it's my power box.
Since it's free, I take it as very much like a microtransaction.
Oh, it's super microtransaction, like Fortnite.
But microtransactions just for like the skins and guns.
Yeah, it's not pay to win.
Yeah, it won't pay to win.
Yeah, as long as it's not pay to win. I mean, cosmetics is one thing, but when guy can buy like a better gun than I can and stuff like that.
Like Battlefront 2?
Yeah, like Battlefront 2 when it first came out, yeah.
Yo, I loved Battlefront as a kid, and I got the first one. It's a fun
original?
Game. Yeah, the original.
Dude, I have that still on my PS2. It's right
Yo, I gave it to my cousins in DR. I wasn't using it, so why not? But oh man, I used to love that game, dog. And just playing it like on next gen with all the graphics and then like it was basically Battlefield with Star Wars. So I especially loved it. And especially playing as a Jedi, oh man, it just brought so much.
It's a shame that they remade it in such a horrible way.
Yeah, like EA, man.
It was already a perfect game.
Yeah, they did too much. I feel like it's been so long since I played it too. Because
I haven't played video games in a while, and Fallout was always awesome, but I heard there's like this huge backlash with it.
Oh, from the newest one? Yeah, 76. That game, I didn't even bother to buy it.
Clunky.
Yeah, I didn't even bother to buy it, man. I was just like, no story at all. It's just like fetch quests. I was like, that's what I'm already getting tired of open world games. And there was no story at all. No NPCs, nothing.
Yeah, those games were always amazing. I was like, how do you fuck that game up?
Yeah, I never beat Fallout 3, but boy, did I spend some time on that.
That's the time that we live in, though, now, is that people are able to F up video games so easily.
Oh, dude, they release them far before they're ready. Then they try and make it up by giving all these patches like 6 months later. By the time you patch up a game and it's actually playable, you're on to the next thing,
And like, can you imagine if they did that back in the day?
Oh man, how would that even work? Nobody really had internet.
Like your game better be ready for me to play it perfectly, otherwise it's done.
I mean, sometimes we get those really glitchy games that they would be unplayable, and that hasn't.
That was really disappointing was No Man's Sky.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was gonna pay $60 for that, and I'm so happy I didn't. I still haven't bought that game. I was like, nerd.
He showed me all these videos. I'm like, oh, this thing looks sick, And then I remember I wasn't really following it, and then it came out. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember him telling me about this. And I go home. I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm like, okay, this is the same thing over and over. And
now let me tell you guys something. You think that people don't want story-driven games that are really good? Well, you
Wait,
know,
say that one more time, brother man.
there's Rockstar and Naughty Dog. They literally just told everyone, "Hey, hold my beer," and you just smacked out a bunch of cool shit. Like,
Oh yeah, wait till The Last of Us comes out, dog.
Last of Us Part 2. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh man, that game is gonna make me splooge.
Yeah.
Like that game made me want to become a writer, man.
Did you play the Uncharted games?
I love the Uncharted games, man.
Those were
That's
perfect. Those are perfect.
Yeah, I'm a big.
yo. They're just great storytelling with some awesome set pieces, and it's just oh man, just Neil Druckmann. He's the writer for those games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, his mind is pretty cool, man. I like where it goes, even though they're just simple ideas. Those are the best stories, just simple stories, like with
There's really nothing special about Uncharted. It's just
there's nothing.
Indiana Jones.
It's just
perfect.
Indiana Jones with great dialogue
and great set pieces.
Great set pieces. That's the highlight.
And here's the thing: every level is the same. You're gonna walk around, then you do a puzzle, and then you fight, and then you escape, and it doesn't get old.
It doesn't, because the combat, I bought because I didn't have a PlayStation for a long time in my life, so I missed out on those games.
It's what Tomb Raider used to be.
Yeah, I didn't play the Tomb Raider games either, so I was just new to the whole thing. Oh shit! Someone just shot me. Oh no!
That's what Tomb Raider used to be.
Yep. But yeah, so I was just bought the collection. I just played all three of them, and it was just even old in its old clunkiness. It was just
the
fun
Drake,
to play.
the Nathan Drake collection.
Yeah, I got the.
I got that.
Yeah, I got the Nathan Drake collection, and
those games still hold up.
Yeah, it still does hold up, especially since they tweaked it a little bit. But they definitely do still hold up, and I was just blown away. Like it was literally the same thing, and I played games on the hardest difficulty because I hate myself. So, so I was just having an excruciating fun time playing that game, and it was just the same thing over and over again. But the story is what keeps you in there, and that is why I want to write video game stories.
So if you're listening to this, guys, and you want to become a better writer, go freaking play
some video games, man.
Go play
Sony video games.
Yeah, Sony video games. Because not all story-based games are fun.
Play stuff by Naughty Dog and Rockstar.
Yeah.
Nintendo has good games too.
Who?
Nintendo.
Nintendo's classic. I mean.
Yeah.
What?
My buddy's got a Wii that's got every single video game on it from all the old school systems, like from Atari all the way up to like Nintendo 64. I sat there for like 5 hours playing like what is it called? Dig Dug.
Oh yeah. I love myself some Dig Dug.
I'm so old. I used to have an original Atari when I was a kid.
The oldest thing I had. The oldest thing I had was a Nintendo 64.
Oh, I had an Atari 2600 on up.
That's old. I remember my step grandma. She had almost every old school console. I'm pretty sure she still has it in her basement to this day.
That's awesome.
Sega, Atari, everything, man.
My grandmother didn't play video games, but she did play Secret of Mana on Super Nintendo. And I would be playing my game, and like my characters would be up like 50 levels. I remember I beat the game in like 3 days because I didn't have to do any level building. She just loved puzzles, so she would just sit there and kill things all day long.
Video games, getting grandmas into the mix.
Yeah.
My grandma was a legend at Atari on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
She was like, she'd get to the level where it would just be like, bloop, 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 bloop. It's like, how is she doing this? Crazy. This little Italian lady.
She's one of those people that like games that make you think. That's what she'd be doing.
Big Price is Right fan and all that stuff.
Right.
All right, let's see. All right, well, hey guys, I have to bounce.
You just got here, brother.
I know. I gotta wake up early tomorrow to draw another page for Undead Row. But this is all I could get. This is all I could muster. This stream was Dude, this page took so much because of all those freaking bottles that I ate.
Do it, man. You're just getting better with each panel you draw, dude.
Hey,
just do it.
It's getting really good, man.
Like,
Hey, I respect all the details.
like the more you keep working, the better it's gonna get. That's why I gotta keep drawing, but I gotta write too. So it's just like, oh,
and you
man.
gotta make time for Apex.
Yeah, and I gotta make time for Apex, man. Like,
it's hard.
It is hard, man.
Oh my god.
But yeah, dog, just keep doing it. Do you? It's gonna look good. I'm on the Punisher, the Punisher hype train too, man. Just do it. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we'll see. I was talking with Justin, but like I've talked with Heather Antos, on Twitter. I've had her on the show. She's the editor in chief. Well, not I don't want to say chief, but she's the editor for Valiant Comics, like Bloodshot.
I heard she moved to Valiant.
Yeah.
I don't know why everyone hates on her. She seems awesome, but
So maybe once I'm done with these pages, I'll just send them out to everyone. I'll be like, hey, Dark Horse, Valiant, Marvel, hi, it's me.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Tyler.
The best bet would be to skip Marvel and DC.
Look, it never hurts to tap into those sorts of connections. Like earlier tonight, I had a problem with putting a bleed onto Niobe #2. Okay, like I had to reformat my whole entire old issue. And I was having issues with it. And I was able to make a Facebook call to Tom Hutchinson from Big Dog Inc. and walk me through some stuff.
Nice.
So, you know what I mean? These connections,
nice.
They're nice to have.
Well, one thing I regret is last year Brian Hill was like, "Hey Tyler, show me some of your. You can show me some of your art whenever you want. Here's my email." And I just got so scared I never did it.
Hey man, yo, you should do it, dog. I was talking to Brian over here too, and he wanted to see my work. And I'm kind of scared to do it too. And
he's a nice guy.
He's such a nice guy, man. It's crazy.
Never be scared to share something because you'll never win the game if you don't play.
For sure.
And like, I don't know whether I should send them like already done pages or just my script before they get drawn.
I was thinking that you never know. That's why I'll probably send them these ones as well.
Like, I just want to get into the scene, man. Like, even if I don't, I just want to create. That's what I'm doing.
Well, dude, Joel, you're in the indie scene.
What happened?
Yeah, I was like the big reason I wanted to do all this is like it's just the thought of like when I pass away, it's like I want to leave something for the world.
For sure,
like
for
it doesn't
sure.
even matter
Yeah, like I don't care if people like me. I want them to like my work. Like I would like not even that came off wrong.
I feel the same though.
Yeah, like I don't care if I get popular. Like if my works get popular, that's I'd be happy.
For sure, yeah, and it's it doesn't help to. I mean, guys, I'm making like the connections of guys. Guess what? I'm gonna have at the end of the show, at the end of next month. Hopefully, I'm talking with her, Mags Visaggio.
Yes, I was telling you.
Why does that sound familiar?
Oh boy, you better not bite off the handle of that one.
I said your chat's gonna blow the F up that day if you have him on.
It's gonna for better or for worse, right?
You and Brad talked about it. I mean, I know he's not too fond of Miss Visaggio.
Yeah, and he was like, Tyler, you should have me on the show. And I'm like, Brad, I'm probably gonna ban you that day.
Well, I mean, you don't want to definitely bring on anyone that's going to be adversarial to her if you want to have a nice, respectful conversation. You know what I mean?
It's just gonna be me and her, one-on-one.
We want to open dialogue, and this is the only way that stuff like this, like with all the culture war going on, the only way any of it gets fixed is people start talking to each other.
For sure. And here's the thing, guys. I need everyone. By the time that happens, I need to get 1,000 subs so I can get them super chats for that specific day.
All right, I'm done coloring.
Oh, dude, that looks
nice,
sick.
Man.
That looks sick. Let's show that. That looks awesome.
That looks real good.
Ryan,
oh man, I wish I
you.
could draw.
Dude, I just started last year.
Yeah, I'm not consistent. That's my problem. I have so much on my plate.
Oh, Justin,
like Apex Legends.
By the way, Justin, thank
man.
you for the little drawing of Niobe you did. I threw that up on my book of face.
Oh yeah, no problem. I was saying, it's like I'd like to draw everybody's character as like a fan art type of thing. It's always good practice, and I always need a reason to color something. So,
did I hear that maybe we might get a variant cover?
There we go.
kidding.
Is that what you're fishing for, Britton? Niobe variant cover?
Yeah, I'm always teasing Tyler. I'm like, bro, what are you getting variant covers? Because we already know you're extra, and he's always.
Well, I can tell you right now who we got lined up for covers. There's Paul Green, who's already done the variant. RB White, who's going to do a spectrum cover. Coffee is going to do a cover, so she's going to do the manga cover. And then we have Kylie Knight, who's going to do us like a nice cover. So that's going to be the 4 cover artists. They're already lined up and ready to go.
Nice.
I almost even started on it tonight, but I got sidetracked.
No, it's all right, Coffee. We still got lots of work to do yet, and all kinds of time. So I wouldn't stress over it at all.
That's nice of you, because get this, I don't want to I'm not gonna say names, but someone they wanted me to do a sketch card for them, and so I was like, yeah, I'll do it, and I did it for free, and life got in the way, but every single day, is it done? Is it done?
Oh no!
Is it done? And so and it got to the point where I would in spite not do it.
Hey, Tyler.
What's up?
Is it done? Is it done?
I got so ticked, and so finally I was like, "Listen, what?" He goes, "Listen, I have to do it on my Kickstarter. I gotta get these on my Kickstarter." So I was like, "Okay, okay, this is important." I did it. I mailed it to them, and then I was like, "Hey, sorry. I guess I apologize. Sorry for being a dick. I didn't know that you needed this so soon." And he goes, "Oh no, it's for next year."
What?
And I was like,
"Oh man, I'm on a deadline, man. I would have been. I'm on a deadline right now. I would have been. I would have cracked some skulls."
Yeah, that's worthy of an ass kicking.
That is.
I'm fine. I was fine doing it, but don't just every day. Is it done?
Well, some people they don't have
Tyler.
patience. And sometimes, and here's the other thing. Sometimes, especially if you paid in advance, right? You pay in advance, and then you're waiting, and then when it doesn't happen, let's say Tyler gave him a date, and Tyler didn't meet that date. Now the guy's going to start getting paranoid, right?
For sure.
And that's what happens, right? So, I mean, if you knew you couldn't do it when you said you're going to do it, or if it was just taking you longer, you just make sure you communicate that, man.
Well, the thing is, So if he had given me a deadline or had paid me, I would have done it immediately. But he was like, "Hey, can you do this for me for free and just take your time?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, it's also for free. I didn't know that part.
Oh yeah, it was for free. And he's like, "Just take your time." And then a week later, he's like, "Is it done?"
Yeah.
It's like a little kid with the mom. Like nothing.
Stewie from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Mom.
Hey, Brian, got my money? Got my money, Brian? Got my money?
Yeah.
And that's from Family Guy.
Where's my money, bro? Brian. Oh man, that's just not healthy, man.
What the hell?
Okay.
There's just a lot of people out there that are just I don't know. They're like freaks.
Yeah, man. When my friend draws, I don't bother him. I'm just like, "You poor man, help me." Just when you get it done, and then he hits up the group chat with the photo, like, "Oh, it looks so pretty."
That's how I am with stuff. I'm having Tyler doing Glass Lake. I'm gonna pay him for, but I told him I was like, "Get it done when you get it done." I know it's gonna get done, and I'm not the kind of person that's gonna nag somebody, unless it's somebody I don't really know and they disappear for 6 months, then I might drop a line. But other than that,
yeah.
But also, I'm not gonna tell you, Justin, "Oh yeah, I can do it right now for you."
Yeah, I mean, I understand that too. Since I started drawing, it's life gets in the way sometimes too, and it's just
life is the way, man.
Yeah.
At this point.
Well, that's the thing. Some people just don't get.
Mm-hmm. Oh
yeah. I mean, most of us have a day job. Most of us, not me, but some of us have kids. We have family. We got other things on the go, and these comic books. If this was our job, 8 hours and 10 hours a day every day, that'd be a different story.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to bring in money from other sources, and and so I mean that's why these things take a little while longer. Some of the fans or some of the backers out there. That doesn't really click with them because they don't make them, so they don't know, right?
They have no clue.
Well, a lot of people too. I have, people. Comic books are kids stuff. It's like, have you tried to draw one? Okay, because no kid's gonna sit there and draw for the amount of time it's gonna take to pump out 20 pages.
Comic
yeah.
books. Oh, well, that's for the little kiddies, with all the little funnies.
I mean, I think most common misperception, and it's the one that I had before I got into them, is
comics are mostly superhero stuff. You know, I'm like, oh my god, you know, like this is like so much more than just that. Like the medium is so much more powerful than just superhero stories.
For real, like people, every time I talk to comics to my friends, they just like mention Marvel and DC, and I don't want to say they suck, but I don't really read Marvel and DC. I'm more into like the indie scene. Like if I show you my bookshelf, you're just gonna see a bunch of indie comics. But yeah, like they don't understand how many stories that could just be told beyond the realm of superheroes.
Well, here's the other
like,
thing they don't understand. They don't understand that half the shows they're watching on TV right now are comic book shows.
yeah, and TV and movies.
And they come from the indies. You know, I mean, if you look at The Walking Dead or Preacher or Lucifer or a variety of these other
that new Netflix movie.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that, Tyler. What do you think about that?
And all these ideas that are like $1 million, $1 billion industries all came from guys like you and me, you know, who put this onto paper, came up with a story, got an artist, got a little team together, did this little comic book, and next thing you know, a few years later, it could be like this next big hit Netflix series, movie, video game, whatever it is. That all has source material, and we are that source material.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it pertains to the conversation right now, but a couple of years ago on a different podcast I used to do, you guys know who Frank Barbary is?
No.
Well, I don't know all of his stuff, but he wrote a book called Violent Love for Image. And Victor Santos, the guy that did Polar, he was his artist. And we had a conversation about, like, you know, the medium of comics and how the stories that you can tell in comics are limitless compared to every other medium.
For sure, because like you have no budget. I don't want to say you have no budget, but you don't need a Hollywood movie budget to make a fantastic set piece. Like
you don't need $1 million. You don't need $1 million to pay a bunch of CGI people for a spaceship. You
exactly.
just to draw it, and it's
exactly.
There.
Yeah, and that's the only limitation is what you can think of and what your artist is able to draw. You know, some artists may not be able to draw that spaceship, right? But you know, you try and find someone that can. You know.
Or even gain the skill to do it yourself. Like if you just are able to draw the spaceships, that's a huge help to one, your budget, and two, your artist.
Right.
Coffee, I've never seen you draw like this.
Yeah.
Normally you have like your other way of drawing.
When I'm doing like big areas, I do actually hold it correctly. But when I want fine details, I have to do the fist.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I like Coffee's toddler grip. We were looking at that on stream one night. We're like, whoops, it's like watching a 2-year-old with a crayon, but she makes it work. You know, like.
So I'm not gonna lie, I have to hold it like that with my hand too sometimes when it starts cramping up, just because of my hand.
Yo, Tyler, I'm the kill leader. I don't like this. Oh man, I'm down. Come on, teammate.
Get their tags. Have your teammates get your tags.
Yo, I still got my shield, but I don't know what my teammate is doing.
Dude, hold R2. Hold R2. Get that knockdown shield.
Yeah, I got the shield up. Come on, teammate, you got this. I'm the kill leader. Teammate did it. Teammate
hey guys,
did it.
I gotta bounce.
Yeah, I gotta take them back.
But
can I can I say some real
yeah, go for it. Go for it, dude.
Go for it.
Yeah, so like time to happen, you know, where I tell someone, oh yeah, that Road to Perdition movie that you're watching, that's based on the comic. No, that's not true. It's not possible.
Yes, it is. I've read the comic.
Yes, Luke, I am your father.
I actually had a guy try to school me on comics. He doesn't even read it.
A lot of those super artsy and serious movies that you watch based on comics.
Alita Battle Angel.
All those animes you watch.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna go see that this week. I haven't picked up the day yet, but I'm going to see Battle Angel. I love the anime.
Yo, I have the first 2 mangas to that. It's amazing.
All right, guys, I gotta dip out. I'm gonna take the dog out.
But Tyler, before you shut her all down, give me an update on Demon's Eye. I heard you made goal and you're past that now.
Yeah, we made goal. Now we're trying to get more backers but in 30 days. It's kind of hit the lull. The hype was in that first week, and now we're still trying to keep the hype. So everyone in the chat, Demons Volume 2. If we can get to $3,000, we can get trading cards. for everyone. So it's going to be super exciting. And you're getting a 130-page graphic novel.
So is that the first stretch goal? It's going to be trading cards at $3,000.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you find being on Indiegogo compared to Kickstarter? This is your first Indiegogo now, so experience so far.
I'm liking it. I know less people who are backing my campaign this time than I do on Kickstarter.
Right.
I had a lot of
huge boost.
I had a lot of random people that I've never heard of, never seen, never interacted with back it, which is really cool. I like that in the funding section, if you go to the funding section, they show you how much money that they're going to take out. So you don't have to do the math or guess. Like they're like, this is how much you get to keep straight up.
Nice.
So I really like that. I like the featured perk. I like that you can feature a perk. I like that you can put a picture on the perk section to show people what they're going to get for that reward. I think it's I wish that Indiegogo had the same following as Kickstarter, because I think Indiegogo just has a nicer, easier platform to use than Kickstarter. Kickstarter needs to update themselves.
The nice thing is, when people go to Indiegogo, they're usually going for people like us. When they go to Kickstarter, they're probably looking for something cool and unheard of.
We're all cool and unheard of.
yeah, man.
Well, you might be.
Professional weirdo here.
So, yeah, guys, for those who are watching, go back Demons Volume 2. It's on Indiegogo. And thank you all the creators who were here. We got Andrew, what up?
Hey.
We got Coffee, what up?
Slam.
Snacks are coming now.
Just wham, here it is. Bam.
I got a plug.
That was, by the way, Legends of the Erase, guys. Which, by the way, that was the funniest that short video that you did when you just tossed the book with your thumbs up.
Look, I didn't have the patience to do an unboxing, so I just I gotta tell people it's here.
That was awesome.
That was the best favorite plug I ever seen. What she did right there, just slam.
Boom. we got Justin. What up? We got Jose. What up?
What up, guys?
We got Mighty Geek Studios. What up?
What up? What up? What up?
We got LP in the house. What up?
What up, man?
We got some Okie Dude, aka Britain. What up?
What up?
He's up past his bedtime.
That's how we're gonna end the stream. Britain.
Yo, Tyler, I just won Apex.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Hold on. Do I have the video? Yo, can I enable camera? Oh, man, I gotta go away to the settings.
All right, guys, I'm out.
No, we're gonna end with that. Everyone, Jose won Apex.
Yeah, we won Apex.